Luke Skywalker and booty music.
That's right.
I wish we could show the live feed of your computer right now. Just the debauchery.
Oh yeah. Daisy Duke's on.
Oh my God.
Fellas wearing, and of course a little bit of line
You're
dancing.
still waking up. You're an hour ahead of us. That is some sad shit. I know. Yeah, I know. Normally we're like 2 p.m.-ish Pacific Standard Color People time.
Yeah,
but
this is way early.
Yeah, we're getting an early jump because we had a production meeting last week we forgot about because niggas. And here we are.
Hey, I remembered it. I just wrote it down. I just forgot to read the notes I wrote. So back to '96. When Daisy Dukes came out, basically ladies cut their pants like to the half butt cheek level, and that was kind of the way it went for a long time. I don't know what happened. Maybe like the long pants came back or something, but we need to bring back the Daisy Dukes.
Yes, we do.
Never mind the racist connotation that are associated with the Dukes of Hazzard. See, now this is a moral conundrum.
That is funny. Yeah, I never thought about that.
That's where it comes from.
Like one of my favorite images of my life is a nice ass in some Daisy Dukes, but that is also alluding to
the Dukes of Hazzard.
She is most likely racist. You know what
she's
I mean?
a Confederate.
By the way, you got to get closer to the microphone, Kevin.
You
you sound like you're far away. Kevin about to hold this shit like an old 1930s race announcer. And they're coming around the backstretch.
It's Daisy Dukes, you see? Yeah. I mean, if you actually met Daisy Dukes in real life, she might be like,
all right, Kevin, pause it real quick. Pause it. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the Showtime and Kev podcast. I am Showtime. This is Kevin. Let's get it started. Kevin, if you would give your island intro, please.
In the name of the one called Emperor Selassie, I conquering tribe of Judah, King of Kings, on Santa Cruz Reggae Music Festival over the last quarter going up in this piece. Lord of mercy. Brakashak, book, yaga yow, pow. Enough things are gone.
Right.
Shoot them, Ja. By the way, speaking of, when will fireworks run out in my Latino neighborhood? When?
Never.
Yo,
ever.
It's been a week.
It's not a Latino thing. It's a poor thing. Like, everybody that got fireworks is going to let them bitches off for as long as humanly possible.
Dog, I mean, 4th of July was a week ago. Are we at the War of 1812 now? Like, what are they doing?
Yeah. What was the one where the Mexicans fought the Alamo? Like, yeah, we're in that war.
The Spanish-American War, basically.
Because they're letting off. Yeah, exactly. And the South shall rise again.
Right. Exactly. This is for the Texas insurrection of 1871. Like, y'all, come on. Sparing my pets.
Booty shorts, Daisy Dukes. That was glorious. Stephanie, good to see you. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like
What's
I said,
up, Kat?
We've got this is the Showtime and Kev podcast where we talk about the hot button issues that are flooding your timelines today. I'm sure we have a few. I have forgotten many. We're a little caught off guard today, but I'm sure Kevin did his research. That's why I keep a real nerd around.
I take notes, people.
There we go.
That's right. This is a professional show. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just pull this up. All right, I got it. All right, so
American enthusiasm for fireworks and explosion is cute. Oh, thank you, dear.
Yeah, we like blowing shit up. I don't know why. We do.
We like blowing shit up and lighting shit on fire. That's what the 4th of July is: a barbecue and a controlled demolition.
And these dudes are so cheap. They're not launching the fireworks. They're just lighting them and throwing them in the air. You know what I'm saying? So
that is launching fireworks.
What kind of shit is that?
But that is the dictionary definition of launching something.
Anyway, all right. So first topic, while we were asleep, I woke up this morning and this came right off of Twitter. This morning, our president went straight old white dude.
Straight old white. So what else is new?
No, but this is like the purest, like this is like, mwah, like old white dude.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, he went straight to he told all the brown people in Congress they need to go back to the country where they came from.
All the brown people in Congress?
Yeah.
Like, not just brown people in general, because we're used to him saying the entire nation of Mexico needs to go back to.
Right, but now he said AOC, Ayanna Presley, Rashida Tlaib, and Ilhan Omar, like 4 black women, like, well, black and brown, like they all need to go back to their drug-infested countries where they came from. And I was like, dog, you went full on. That's like That's old, drunk-ass white dude racist.
I don't even know why I had this face just now because it's like, what else do you expect from at this point? Like, of course he feels that way, but like,
but you don't say that though.
You know,
I mean,
like Kevin, remember like earlier this week we were talking about we're gonna do a little thing like the segment is not about race though. Can you pull up "Fight the Power" instrumental? Because I'm gonna need that slow, like playing lightly in the background for my thoughts on this. I'm gonna go full racial. I'm gonna go full political Stephen A. Smith. And clearly, this man doesn't understand the ramifications of the things that he just said. The implications of the words that he said are about to bring him down.
Right. but before we get there, though, just to be clear, like the 4 women he talked about, AOC is not from. She's born in America, and her parents are Puerto Rican, which is American.
He doesn't believe that. Because
Presley.
They speak Spanish. Apparently, that's Mexico. That's all it takes for him.
You speaking that Mexican again?
Yeah.
Ayanna Presley is a congresswoman from Massachusetts, right? And she's born in Cincinnati, black woman, right? So she ain't going back. Rashida Tlaib, she's Palestinian, but she was born in Minnesota. The only one that's born abroad.
You betcha.
Yeah, exactly. And Palestinian Minnesotan, I don't know how that works because
like
very nice and very aggressive at the same time.
Of course she's in Congress. She survived. That's amazing.
Right, exactly.
You are going to stick out there.
And by the way, it's funny for him to say a Palestinian should go back to that country since Palestinians don't have a country.
And who is that? Did we do that?
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. I'm asking.
Well,
I'm American. They don't teach us those things.
Yeah, we kind of don't
Did we
let
sell
them.
guns to them?
We sell guns. We sell fences. We sell handcuffs. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck. We sell handcuffs to them. And the last one, of course, is Ilhan Omar. She's a Somalian refugee. You know, which telling her to go back to her country is like tantamount to death because they have a civil war. So I mean, it's
like telling the people that are locked up in the cages to go back to their countries.
But have you ever had this happen before? I mean, I think like every black person at one point has had somebody say, "You need to go back to Africa."
Well, it's funny to me when people say that because I've actually had it happen before, and like people are like, "Go back to wherever the hell you came from." I'm like, San Francisco, Seaside. Like I was born in America. I don't get how like that doesn't. I don't get it. And also, if you want to go with the implication of that, saying I should go back to Africa, are you gonna give me a ride? Because I didn't get here on my own. Like my people didn't ask to be here. Man,
when that be messed up, man, they send you back to Africa on Spirit.
Oh no! It's gotta be instrumental, baby. We got copyright issues.
Oh snap! That's right. Okay. I'm not gonna mess with that.
8 seconds.
Right. Man, yeah, I heard Trump heard Ariel was black, told her to go back to Atlantis.
Damn.
That's how cold the game is right now.
Kevin Munroe, ladies and gentlemen, you can see him live in various places around.
Various terrible bars around L.A. Is this thing on?
Tip your bar and wait staff.
Right, exactly. And
it's just like it just goes to show that's like every morning he sits on the toilet and has a Freudian slip of that. I'm literally dumbfounded trying to explain his tweets. Like we have to explain the tweets of a reality show guy that happens to be president every week, whether we like political or not. Like we have to deal with this. Like this has thank you. I feel a little more militant right now. I'm sitting up straight. I'm feeling blacker. Like it has ramifications. Like his little tweets bother. Like, that upsets the stock market and shit. You know what I mean? Like, everything he does matters now, and he doesn't give a fuck.
No, he doesn't get it.
Do I want to tag Trenton Davis? I think they mean you, man.
Oh, really? Really? Trenton Davis? Of all the brothers y'all could have picked, Trenton Davis.
I could just do the segment. It's not about race, though. Just wait for Facebook to guess
like,
which black person we are.
Do I look like I wear bow ties? Come on.
I don't know, but Trenton Davis, like, first of all, shout out to my boy Trenton Davis. He's a very handsome man. So if you're getting compared to him, like, Facebook is at least trying. Like, let me see here, man. Come on now. I don't have to lose weight to fit into this.
We'll have to figure out this whole side. But this is just my Facebook Live thing. So the general is fine.
Mm-hmm. We still got to find an angle for you because I'm microphone face. What up, y'all? Anyway.
Right. Nah, man.
But yeah, this is just one more thing that like won't matter in a week because he'll pretty much try to start World War III because, someone in North Korea called him ugly.
Right. It's like that dude he's just on basically like this whole episode of history is gonna go down because of somebody talking shit. Mm-hmm. Like this will go down in history. In 2020, a war was started when the mayor of some obscure town was heard talking shit.
Very
like,
true.
like
And no cat, Kevin does not need a bow tie because if he puts on a bow tie, he's gonna convert, and I don't need, I don't need some Islamists talking all they shit next to me. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. There's too many white women in my history.
Hey, what up, Big T? Yeah, they would not accept you.
Yeah, I think the Nation of Islam would just go through my Facebook page and be like, "Hey, wait a minute."
And I just want to say, I got no love or hate for any religion out there. I talk about everybody equally. There you go.
Right. So please do not assassinate us.
Yes, please do not. I will get on Christians in a minute.
Right. As we always do.
Which is his base. Which is ironically his base.
Right.
Like he breaks 8 commandments a day on Twitter, and he still nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really, because Christianity is for white people. I mean, they believe, honor each other and, give each other free shit. But, other people, oh, hell no, we ain't doing that.
But at the same time, I was raised in the church, and that's why I'm the way I am today.
Right.
and I skipped that shit.
Oh,
real quick.
is that what happened?
Yeah. Around like 10, I was like, I'm done with this. Like, my mom was like, whoop your ass. And I was like, okay. And I took a couple of them, and she was like, I guess you're serious.
Right. And that was a wrap. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I stuck with it, though. The thing what pissed me off is that these American missionaries would come to Trinidad empty-handed, hands swinging, empty-handed, leave with a trash bag full of money.
Damn.
Right? They just show up and just leave it like, oh, we need money to help the poor. It's like, motherfucker, we poor. Like, what do you mean you need money to help the poor? Like, that's us.
Wow.
How you gonna take money from us and go back to America and buy a yacht? Like, what's that about?
The same thing happens in my community. It's like, you go to the church and everybody's got like their Sunday best, which is their 1 or 2 good outfits, and then you see the preacher in his 7th bright colored suit of the month. And he's got the Jerry curl, and he's got the too much jewelry, and he's got the brand new Cadillac from 20 years ago.
Right.
And he's got the building fund going around, and the building still ain't fixed, and people still waiting on a blessing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's the same old stereotype. It is how it is.
Yeah, it works though.
Religion is the same song and dance, depending on it's just a different beat.
Well, I mean, I hope they stop doing that, at least in Trinidad. They stop getting those missionaries there, especially now that they're coming down in private jets.
Wow.
You would think my people would know, like, okay, if Benny Hinn or Creflo Dollar or one of them dudes land at Piarco Airport in a damn private jet, maybe you don't need money.
God is with you, and I know that you don't have anything, but if you give it to us, we guarantee that some way, from somewhere in the middle of nowhere, out of nothing, we'll be helping you. Guaranteed. Give me your money. Thank you. The doors of the church are open.
Exactly. And by the way, the exchange rate is 7-1, so please make sure it's U.S. currency. We're not taking your worthless treaty currency.
Oh my goodness. I want to take a quick sec to interject something. Question of the day. What is something that you will never eat again? And while we're going for the question of the day for this new segment, Kevin, if you could pull up just any form of like Jay-Z instrumental, because I'm just feeling myself right now. If you can find one, like that's gonna be the challenge. Let's see if you can find Jay.
Right.
We need to we're gonna have to subscribe to Tidal.
I mean, I have
shout out to Jay-Z. That man's got his money. He's got his money locked down, son.
Yeah, how is he a billionaire, by the way?
Huh?
How is he a billionaire?
Because he's married to one.
No. So this is all
power.
This is all Beyonce money?
No. It's not all Beyonce money, but I'm pretty sure he was doing great, and then that put him over the top.
And then she boosted him.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm
pretty sure he was about a good 600 mil, and then those two together kind of.
Man, I don't know. There's not a lot of ladies out there that could, double and triple yours, man.
The doors of the church are open, but the banks of the church are closed. My man, Paul Dees. Somewhere in America, yes, thank you.
The doors there you go, Paul. That's right. The doors of the church is open.
But switching gears.
All right.
Question of the day: what is something that you will never eat again? And you can, if you're online, you're seeing us, you can chime in. Kevin, do you have any thoughts?
Jennifer.
Shut it down. Drop the mic. Let's go home.
Not because it was bad, but because the consequences.
My God.
So nah.
Whew. I meant like.
I
meant like a Dodger dog or something.
Okay, rewind that. All right, okay, rewind that. Okay.
Nah, you win. You win. Jennifer wins. That is hilarious.
Okay.
Jennifer again.
Okay, and Pig's hot dogs. Okay, maybe that.
Pink's hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, is there a story behind that?
I didn't like the sloppiness of the chili.
Okay.
It was just not acceptable. And I waited in line for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes, like around the block. Because when I first came to LA, everyone was like, "Oh, you got to go to Pink's Hot Dogs. You got to go to Pink's
Everybody
Hot Dogs."
says that. Yeah, I agree.
And I was like, what's in these hot dogs? I get there, I'm like, man, this is some Safeway Select. You know what I'm saying?
And pastrami, most likely.
Yeah, it was whack, and it was tiny, and they wrapped it in a foil, so it was kind of hot, so the bread was kind of soggy. And I was like, all right, this is, so it wasn't.
Smokey said, chitlins, that is a black staple that nobody should ever eat. I'm sorry. Like, that's something that my dad eats like once a year, and the only reason he even gets to eat it once a year is because my mom had to like literally put that in the prenup or some shit like that. Oh. Like, it stinks up the block. It's right. Literally pig ass. Yeah. Like, it's intestines. Right. Boiled intestines. For some reason, my father likes that shit, and I keep trying to remind him, like, yo, Pop, we've been free for a minute now. Right. You don't have to eat that shit.
If you're a freed man, you have no business eating any of that.
No business eating that shit.
You know, we just had Juneteenth, man. Are you the last dude to not know about this? Yeah, and it's not just the ass. I mean, if it was an ass cheek, that's one thing, but this is the pump. This is the intestine. Yeah. Right? So that's a whole different animal. Okay. I mean, no pun intended. Okay.
Mine's gonna seem a lot more, a lot tamer.
Let me guess.
Cause no, you really want to guess? Go for it. Here we go.
Shrimp.
No. Oh, but that is a good one. Yes, you know me a long time. I will never, ever eat shrimp from Popeyes. I haven't eaten at Popeyes in like 6 years, honestly. I used to love Popeye's chicken. I had a shrimp po' boy from Popeyes, and that's my fault. Don't ever go to a restaurant and eat something they're not known for. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't
like. I bet them Burger King tacos are garbage.
Yeah, don't go to Denny's and order the steak. You know what I mean? Like, don't do shit like that. Like, so that was my fault. But I had a shrimp po' boy, and I never been so sick in my life. I was done for like 3 straight days. I was just everything that was coming out of me was just clear liquid. Like, there was nothing left. There was nothing left. And my black ass was pale.
It took the color out your skin,
took the color out of my teeth.
Damn, the drainer.
Yeah.
The cleanser.
I looked like The Walking Dead for like a day and a half, man. That shit was horrible.
Clothes got holes in them and shit. Like.
Yeah. I was worthless there. I was in college. I was at San Jose State, and I was just in my dorm room or in the bathroom for 3 straight days. It was terrible.
Right. So did you file a complaint?
Nah. Like, I just manned up and said, you know what? That's on me. I'm never eating this shit again. And I think we probably lost our Popeyes sponsorship. Oh, well.
Oh, well, I mean, we wouldn't go for that anyway.
Popeyes was dead to me when they put my childhood hero in a chicken face mask. That shit was...
Oh.
Nigga.
Jerry Rice.
I took my jersey off, son.
What were you thinking, Jerry Rice? I know a few people have seen this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Google it right now. Okay. It's called the Taste Mask.
Right, and it's Jerry Rice wearing Jerry Rice, Hall of Fame football player, Jerry Rice, wearing a football helmet, and in the grill of the football helmet is a piece of chicken.
Yeah. Dude, I'm done. I was like, you've ruined my childhood. You've ruined chicken. I give up. Like, that was too many stereotypes in one. And then you got Aunt Jemima popping up, Louisiana Fast. Right. Like, motherfucker.
But you forget that Jerry Rice is a poor ass black dude from Mississippi, though. He may not have thought twice about it.
What do you mean poor, though? I mean, grew up poor, but he ain't been poor in 20 years. I hope.
No, his money's right, but I mean, he still has a mentality, though. Like,
I don't know, CTE. I'm gonna go. Like, I love Jerry Rice so much. I'm gonna blame that on CTE.
But
I'm willing to like go outside of myself and be like, no, I'm blaming that on CTE.
Can you imagine being the dude in the room trying to pitch this to Jerry Rice? Jerry and his people are sitting there, and you present that shit,
and Jerry's like, "Well, I eat chicken." And then just decides to take the money.
What kind of?
How much? What was the check? What was it worth to you, Jerry? You are a Hall of Famer. Right. No one is ever going to catch more touchdowns than you. I guarantee it. At least I won't see it in my lifetime.
I mean, look, dog, even if you broke right now, do a GoFundMe, dude. Do a GoFundMe. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your people. Come on. I mean, that's ridiculous to me, man. And on top of that, he's doing that Copperfit shit now.
What?
copper fit.
Oh, the little. Yeah, well, that's what Brett Favre's on too.
Yeah. But I mean, that's a scam. I mean, you know that. So I mean, I don't know why. I mean, look, man. Serious. Like the Bay loves you. You know, you're a 49er. You are a Raider. You're a Hall of Famer. Come on, man. You're
killing me, bro.
Anyway, sorry, just totally distracted by this.
Yes.
But shall we segue into sports then?
Yes, let's segue into sports, and let's. Who should we pull up for sports? What's a good sports theme? should we steal from the Rocky soundtrack?
Oh God, no, come on, man. That would if you did would be
Jock
like
jams.
We copyright.
Oh, give me some DMX instrumental. There we go. That gets me hyped up for basketball.
By the way, Jock Jams was pretty instrumental in bringing a lot of hip hop to white kids that never heard that shit before.
It was instrumental to bringing it to video games too.
Jeez, Jock Jams. Fine.
Like the last couple 2Ks have been good because of the soundtrack more than the game. Oh boy! But in sports, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, so why don't you tee it off with our friend Russell Westbrook from
OKC? Russell Westbrook has been sent to Houston for Chris Paul and every draft pick that Houston can find for the next couple years. In return, Chris Paul will be on an island in OKC and with 1 million draft picks, and they are looking to ship him off as quickly as possible. Kevin, what are your thoughts on this trade? What are the implications for the Western Conference? Aside from the fact that now NBA Jam needs to come out because there are so many dangerous duos out there that I'm going to make one my goddamn self, and I don't even know how to code.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay, first of all, Russ moving to with Harden is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
James Harden and Russell Westbrook.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a bad way. Like the two most ball hoggiest hogs I've ever seen play basketball. Like this is going to be the first time in basketball there's going to be a jump ball between teammates. Okay? It's like, come on. This shit is not...
I'm falling. I can't get it.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. No, you give me the ball. Check. No, you check. No, you check. And second of all, there's no way CP3 is staying in Oklahoma. Okay, don't buy an OKC CP3 T-shirt. I don't care what they say. Rumors is they're gonna move him to Miami. Which, by the way, could you imagine being a role player living in Miami and getting shipped to Oklahoma? You know how mad I would be? I'd be like, nigga, I quit.
Really? You go quit with all that money? I'm
Fuck
sorry.
yeah.
I would just have the nicest.
Dog, I'm a role player.
I would have the dopest house for $50,000.
I'm a role player, mind you, because he's getting traded for role players, not for stars. I'm a role player, which means I don't get that much playing time anyway. And I'm gonna live in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
All I have going for me is I'm a tall black dude living in Miami. Yeah. Miami.
That's a great place to be.
Yeah,
dude, in comparison,
I would quit basketball. I'd be like, I'd rather be a doorman at the Four Seasons in Miami.
Now we know exactly what. Now, as an agent or would-be agent, I know what to look for in Magic Juice Jackson's contract.
Yep,
this man needs to play no minutes in the best locale.
Thank you. That is
humanly possible.
That has
if they put a team in Hawaii, this man is guaranteed to give you 6 points in 3 minutes.
Exactly. 15th man of the year. Don't you forget that, okay? 15th man of the year.
Back to this thing. Just to play devil's advocate, I think it can work, but I don't think it will. I think it's going to be fun to watch up until about January when everything falls apart. Like, because you're going to see Russell Westbrook and... Well, first of all, the winners in this trade aren't Russell Westbrook or or CP3 or Houston or OKC. The winners are whoever's rebounding. Because between James Harden making most of his shots and Russell Westbrook shooting most of it and just bricking his, like Clint Capella's gonna average 30 rebounds a game.
Yeah, it's gonna go up. It's definitely gonna go up.
But because of Mike D'Antoni's system, there's no way this is gonna work because there's nobody like CP3 to all his detriment. Like at least was somebody out there to play defense on accident.
Right.
Russell Westbrook is running past the play to even he's trying to get the rebound. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, and he doesn't move without the ball. So when he doesn't have the ball, he just kind of slacks off on the play, which means you're playing 4 and 5 all the time.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous. So imagine Harden's got the ball, right? And Westbrook's like way on the other side. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go defend Westbrook? Hell no, he can't shoot.
Yeah.
So put 3 people on Harden.
It's gonna be fun to do the pick and roll either way, because the big guys are gonna eat. They're gonna get a lot of rebounds. They're gonna get a lot of alley oops.
Westbrook doesn't run pick and roll.
Yeah, he does.
He plays 1-on-5, dude.
Yeah, well, this way he can still play 1-on-5, just wait for the pick, and now you can definitely run unimpeded to the basket. And also, the winner in this trade is gonna be free throws because both of those dudes are just slashing all day, flopping. there's gonna be like it's gonna be exciting and boring at the same. Like Rockets games are gonna be the longest in duration for the rest of the season.
Basketball is gonna start looking like
the
golf.
last 2 minutes of any Rockets game is gonna be the longest 45 minutes of your life.
Yeah, it's gonna be ugly, man. But Oklahoma City has nobody right now.
Yeah,
like they literally have nothing. Like they have,
but they have what they need, which is nothing. So now they have Chris Paul's horrible contract, which they're looking to ship, and then they'll have cap space, and they'll have 1 million draft picks, and they can just scorch the earth and start over.
And they know how to draft because
they blew it up. They're like, we can't get it right, so let's blow it up and try again. They've had 3 MVPs and a Defensive Player of the Year. Blow it up.
Yeah, but that's the point, though. They drafted all those dudes.
Yep.
Right? So, I mean,
try again.
So this is what they're saying. Like, we've done it before. We can do it again.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you're in Oklahoma City, I'm sorry, you're going to have to watch this shit for the next 5 years. What else are you going to do? What else is there to do in Oklahoma?
It's called rebuilding, and it hurts. And that's where you're at. But aside... The good news is the NBA is going to be a whole lot of fun to watch next year.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more parodies. Like, it's worth watching more games now.
There's a lot of big twos out there. There's a lot of gruesome twosomes in the league, and it's going to be fun to watch all these teams go after the open. This is going to be Game of Thrones basketball season.
Yeah. I mean, it really is that
like
parody.
it's going to be a million houses, and it's like the throne is wide open.
But here's my problem. I still cannot I can't fathom the Clippers being good. I can't like
our station director Paul over there. Just like he literally glowed like there's lights on us, and he blinked. I saw him flash. Is so happy.
I'm
diehard Clippers fan. Only one I've ever met. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Like I'm reading the numbers on paper. Like I have to believe the data that is in front of me. They're literally good. Yeah. Like, that's the data. That's what the data says.
They're literally great. The data says great.
Yeah. I look at the videos. I'm like, they're good. But like something in my mind goes, but
because it's the Clippers. It's the Clippers.
Like this is the team that I would go watch Clippers games to see the other team, like all the time, because the tickets were so damn cheap.
Yeah.
Like for $12, man, you want to sit courtside? Come through.
Honestly, you know honestly, that was the Warriors for a while too.
Yeah.
And that was my beef with it.
Oh no, the Warriors used to get on with a bar ticket, dude.
Oh yeah.
Just show your bar ticket, it's all good. Like that's how bad these teams were.
I'm pretty sure if the Clippers were anything like it was for the Warriors in the Bay in the 90s and early 2000s, you could get on. You can get to the game for like $10, and Coke and like a Pepsi can. Like because I remember my dad used to take me up to like an A's game. Like you go to the A's game at like 1, and then there'd be a basketball game at like 5, 6.
Right.
So you could do the double feature for like $25 and bring your kid for free if he was under 10 with a fucking Coke can.
Right. I mean, yeah, they were really trying to goose the thing. Yeah. It's like, hey, if you want
a Pepsi can, excuse me. The Coke was too like we're not.
and hey, if you want to skip the turnstile to get in, no harm.
Yeah.
We just need people, please.
They
come
just
see our
demolished
game.
the old Clippers Stadium and put up Bank of California Stadium where LAFC plays. And like back then, I guarantee you could just walk in. Like if you paid to go to a Clippers game, you could play.
Right. It's at that level, really.
Yeah. Like if you paid like $25, you paid an extra $20 for like the front row seat, they'd put you in. Like you were wearing a jersey that they wouldn't know. Like the coach didn't know who was on the team at the time.
Yeah, I mean, and the owner didn't care.
If you played for the Clippers in '86, you probably got 10 points just from showing up.
Right. And there was a great special about Darius Miles was talking about this, like when he came on, like was it like the 2000s, and like, it was him, like Quentin Richardson and Lamar Odom, and all of dudes.
And here's
when they came up, they blew up the scene. Like they went, they must have won like 30 games in the season, but people were still loving them though. Like they were still garbage, but
well, here's the thing though,
fun,
like
though.
That's the phenomenon of the Clippers early years. It's like they were so garbage they would always be a lottery team, and if you kept getting these top 10 picks every year, eventually you would have like 7 or 8 good guys.
Right.
So just on accident, you would be like like have a good ass squad.
Right. Basically, you're falling ass upwards. Basically.
Yeah. Exactly. Like trusting the process. Basically, you know what I mean? Like you trust the process all the way in. So, yeah. And now the Clippers are really good. Like they haven't played a game yet with I don't even want to say it, with Kawhi, with Paul George,
PG.
with all those defensive players out there.
Patrick Beverly,
Doc
the
Rivers
monster.
can coach his ass off. It's a problem. Man.
Montrezl Harrell.
They put Boston in our building as a Lakers fan. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to the first Lakers-Clippers game.
Oh, this is the first time in human history people are circling those games. Like Lakers versus Clippers. Like that's just 4. Like it used to just be 8 home games for the Lakers. Right. Now it's like you circle that shit. Like this is gonna be war.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
And the way that Kawhi went to the Clippers, it's on.
Yeah.
I hope there's some chippy players out there. They got Patrick Beverly.
And
we got.
I just want to see the Clippers.
Avery Bradley.
I just want to see the Clippers fans that have been like, they've been shitted on for decades.
I just want
Rondo, coming out to talk shit. It's gonna be awesome.
I just want Rondo to punch people. That's all. I'm glad we got him just for the simple fact he's gonna get 3 flagrants a game, and you're only allowed 2.
Right.
So he's gonna get his money worth.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Malice in the Palace.
Boogie, come on now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's gonna be nice. So these people. If there was a fight in Staples Center, what would they call it? Like Malice in the Palace. Now we have.
I don't know. It's Go Time and Showtime.
Okay.
Hey, there you go, marketing degree.
There you go.
It's Go Time and Showtime. Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers want you to market it as a fight. But,
what are they gonna call the Clippers' new era for them that they're decent? You know what I mean? Like they call it like the Showtime Lakers, the Shaq and Kobe.
They've never had an era, so this is.
What do they call the Warriors era? Like you just the Dubs now? Like because you didn't even have a nickname before.
Well, the Dubs did win way back. Was like in the 70s.
Yeah, but like. Come on, like the last 5 years, like they should call that should have a name for something.
Right, the Dub Dynasty or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there was the run.
Give y'all props where props is due.
There was a run TMC era, so that was
LeBron had 2 out of 4. They call it the Heatles. Y'all should have some kind of snazzy. Oh, the Splash Brothers. There you go.
Yeah, no, but the KD was in it. Yeah, so you kind of spoil it.
Splash Brothers and the Snake. The Snake and Splash.
I don't. Hey, KD, thanks for your contributions.
Yes.
Good luck in Brooklyn, fool.
Sorry about your foot.
That's so cold. Like we did that on purpose. Like, hey, yo, before we send this rental back, let's see if you can jump a ramp.
That's like in Breaking Bad. Before he takes back the car, he just does hella donuts and shit.
Right, exactly. Yo, I heard this shit can jump. Let's go. Bam. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Well, those Duke boys are at it again.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Oh, did anybody else want to chime in about anything you'll never eat again? Kevin said Jennifer, probably for obvious reasons. I said a shrimp poor boy from Popeyes for pretty much the same reason. And if you have anything else, and chitlins, just stop. If there's anybody out there in the world that's still eating chitlins, for the love of God, stop. You don't need to do that.
And if you're still eating chitlins, you probably don't know the internet exists, and you probably think we're not free.
Go vegan, because that's the only thing that's going to help you. You have cancer, just try and live the rest of your days comfortably. I'm kidding. You don't have cancer, but you ate raw pork ass. So
yes.
Talk to your doctor.
Get off your plantation, find the nearest black person, and ask them what year it is.
Yeah.
What's
the date? It's July. No, the year.
How far north am I?
You're west. That's the ocean.
Oh.
Okay.
What is that? It's Popeye's chicken.
I think I see your next topic. Do you want to talk about that? Yes.
Okay.
Please lead into that, because all I know about this is like R. Kelly's going to jail and this dude gets to stay in his mansion. So that seems racist, but they're both like pedophiles, and I want them both going to jail.
Right. And by racism, pedophiles. What he's talking about is Jeffrey Epstein, the financier who has just been accused of running a sex trafficking ring with underage girls. He's been doing it for decades. He got arrested.
Accused for decades.
Right. Accused for decades. He got arrested in the 2000s. He went to jail in 2008. He's supposed to do like 15, 20 years, off top.
15 to 20 for what?
Well,
how many counts? Is that per count, or like it's just 15 to 20 total?
But they just made a bag because there's so many. They're like, we'll take a discount.
What was his bail? I'm curious what his bail was for him to get house arrest in a $77 million mansion.
No, that didn't happen till later. Okay, so what happened in the Miami case was he was still living in Palm Beach, so they're like, all right, you're supposed to be going to jail for 13, 15, football numbers, basically.
Football numbers.
And he cut a deal to get 13 months, not in state prison, but in the county jail in this nice wing.
That's what happens when you only have 13 months.
Yeah, but not in the luxury wing. And on top of that, he got work release 6 days a week. 6 days a week, he gets to go back to his mansion.
It's good to have money and power and the complexion for the protection.
Go back to his mansion. By the way, this is not just him like touching a 14-year-old girl. Like he was running a ring. He was bringing people in and blackmailing them and all that. So cut to this year, And what happened is they raided his house and they found a safe full of tapes. And the tapes are all this girl, that senator, this girl, that governor, this girl, that, that lawyer, whatever. So
wow.
Yeah, so dude had like.
So he kept all the receipts.
Yeah, he had like the blackmail blockbuster going on.
Just subscribe like Netflix.
Right.
Jesus.
Like, babe, you wanna bribe a judge? Yo, I got him right here. Hold on 1 second. Let me look that up.
Yeah. Cindy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
wow.
Oh, you want Senator X? Oh yeah, I got 2 of those. Hold on, which one do you want? You want with the black girl or the white girl? Which one you want? Like, yeah, basically he had a blackmail blockbuster going on.
Okay.
And so now they're
blackmail
like
back page.
Yeah, so now they got him and he's like, I want bail, and he wants to go back to the $77 million mansion. That's what you're talking about earlier.
Gotcha. That's where I came in.
Yeah, and right now he's wherever, like MC or whatever, like close to Rikers or whatever. And it's like, yo, you can't put that dude in general population, man, because
I hope they do though.
Because now that like people like Trump and Acosta and all those people are like wrapped up in it because they used to go to his parties, like, yo, remember Goodfellas what they said? They can get you easier on the inside and on the outside.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you got that many names on people, yo.
And that's why he's out right now. Because they're like, well, instead of him snitching, let's get him out of jail so he can sit someplace comfortable and not snitch long enough for us to get our affairs in order. Well,
he's not out yet. He's still in prison.
Okay.
They're trying to get him out.
They're trying to get him out.
Yeah, but
I could have swore I saw a story saying he got reprimanded to house arrest.
Nah. He put a package out there that said he wanted house arrest. He said he's going to give up his jet. He's going to give up his mansions, all that. He'd stay there. Yeah, that's the package, but they haven't agreed to it yet. And I'm like, how the fuck you going to give a motherfucker with a private jet bail? You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not a flight risk. The motherfucker has his own flight.
The shit's on right outside.
Right there. Thank you, Judge.
Peace. Wow. See ya. And on top of that, he owns his own island. How you gonna extradite a dude from his own island?
I literally make all the laws here because I have all sovereignty, and I decided I did nothing wrong. Goodbye.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, you can't even land.
That is crazy. This is international. Actually, anything can happen in international waters. So that's actually the thing he doesn't have going for him.
But any case that they say you're not a flight risk, this is the most laughable of, yes, this motherfucker is a flight risk.
Yeah, he asked for house arrest and offered to pay for his own security. Oh, isn't that special? What the fuck? Like, yo, like, this is, like, how do you not see what's going on?
The
like,
racial disparity is this. Like what black man can be like, yo, can I build my own jail? No. Do you mind? I got a shed in the back.
Pablo tried that. That's why they're comparing him to Pablo Escobar, because Pablo did exactly that. And Epstein is trying to do exactly that. Probably run the same ring inside there and just have everybody come visit him in the spot.
Right, exactly. And
that's turn his whole thing into a brothel with his security watching that.
Right, it's his security. He's paying.
Exactly.
You think they're gonna dime him out?
Nah.
Come on, I'm paying you. Look, hey man, here's extra $50. You know what to do.
$50? How dare you, Kevin? This man has $77 million. He owns an island. You $50?
Sorry, $75. My bad.
Give me the jet.
but can you imagine? Can you imagine a brother in jail and seeing the judge going, Your Honor, I'm gonna offer you build my own prison at my mama's house. My mom's gonna watch me. My mom's real strict. She's real strict, Your Honor. She ain't gonna let me like sleep, stay up late or like have too many cookies or nothing. Your Honor, can you please send me home?
This literally hurts.
But that's exactly what this is, though.
Anything more? Do we have any like stories about puppies or something? Can we just change the subject? Like,
that's how out of pocket this shit is.
Living in this world where like it's just so easy to get away with evil.
Yeah, if you have money.
Yeah, no, you gotta have money. You gotta have power. You gotta be complexion for the protection. You gotta be a rich white male, and that dude's not gonna have any problems because he's right next to the dude that runs the planet right now.
Right. And
who's tweeting for us to go back where we came from, like anybody's actually from here.
I mean, they used to party together like back in the old days, like 15 years ago. In
15 days ago.
So Trump said in a 2002 New York Times article, he's like, Jeff Epstein's a terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with.
Of course.
It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. These dudes dry snitching themselves to death oh my God, like what? This is the shortest episode of Law and Order ever.
Dun,
Like,
dun.
like just go read what he said.
Your Honor, the case dismissed. Dun, dun.
It's like, Your Honor, the defense would like to present. Nah, we actually read the article. We heard what he said. Peace, get out of here.
Executive producer Dick Wolf.
But how is it that Trump knows this guy? How is Trump's Rolodex only filled with assholes? Like, how is that possible?
He's the president from just this. Like that. Like that question you ask is why he's the president. Don't ask how. Just know that.
It's like anytime he's like, oh, I know a guy.
I guess it doesn't get more connected than that.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, that dude is a Teflon. Like it's almost like he's so corrupt. You almost gotta respect it. It's like Jesus Christ, man. You're like a dumbass Don Corleone.
Exactly. It's like if Freddie killed the rest of the family, right?
Yeah.
But yes, this is kind of depressing. That this is the world we live in, where it's like if you black and you get arrested, like that kid that got arrested for stealing a backpack and
Khalif Browder.
Yeah, got set up to Rikers for 3 years. And it wasn't even because he got convicted.
He didn't even go to trial.
Yeah, there was no
for
trial.
stealing a backpack. He never even went to trial for 3 years. They finally had to let him out because like, oh shit, we left you in jail for 3 years before we gave you a fucking trial.
Right.
And then Jeffrey Epstein can like run a prostitution ring for years, and it's like, let's figure out the best way to make him comfortable.
Right.
Because this is like he must really be going through some things being charged with this. It must be very difficult for a man of his stature to have to deal with these accusations.
Yeah, man. I mean,
his reputation is being run through the mud right now. This is awful. This is tragic. We should do something for this man.
We can't have him eating peanut butter sandwiches, man. You can't have that.
It's a damn shame. We shouldn't have 1 hour a day of exercise.
He doesn't even know how to play handball.
Should be on his own island, free to frolic and play.
Oh, man.
I just made myself sick in my own mouth just now.
Well,
I'm a good actor, and it's to my own detriment.
Okay, well, let's move on, because this is obviously depressing you here.
On to a lighter thing. Earthquakes, ladies and gentlemen. The world is cracking all over the planet.
I mean, where were you when this earthquake happened, by the way?
Oh, I was in my house. I was high. I was playing a video game. The world started shaking, and I looked at my girlfriend, and I was like, babe, did I do that? She was like, no, it's an earthquake. I was like, okay. And I went back to playing the game. Because luckily for us, it was just like it was very clear. Like you got rocked like just like this, but that was it. Like,
right. It didn't feel.
Yeah.
There's no what do you call it? No ambiguity about what was happening.
The epicenter was far enough away for it really didn't matter. The aftershocks we barely felt, but it was definitely a bigger one than we've had for a long time.
Right. And I was at Del Taco actually.
Oh, and how did that make you feel? Because it's always like, sorry to say it like that, but like it's always more where you're at for you. Like, oh shit, what the? If you're at home, you're pretty much good, But like if you're someplace where you can't control it, it could be terrifying.
No, I wasn't scared at all because I was in my car. Number one, number two, I was getting tacos, and I could feel thing rolling.
Tacos make everything better.
Yeah, and I was like, I'll get some extra tacos just in case.
Yeah, just in case this is like I have to lock myself in the house for a couple days.
Right. So
let me get the extra large drink, man.
Yeah, for real. Like I got a bunch of extra Del Taco. Shout out to Del Taco for
your doomsday prep and
for like holding it down. The Del Taco people did not abandon ship. Okay, they kept making tacos. So shout out to Del Taco down on Fountain Street. Yeah. Y'all hold it down even through earthquakes. We respect that. Respect.
They did. They really did.
Yeah. And because they could have been like, fuck your tacos, we about to die. But they're like, nah, we gonna finish this. so respect. Yeah.
Like, but the crazy thing, remember were you in the Bay in '89 for the big?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's always the epicenter. Like that one was like an 8.9 or something, right?
Yeah.
Like, that shit was crazy, and it was like right underneath the city. So like that was like if you've never been to San Francisco, a good portion of the city is like smushed together. So there's a lot of houses that kind of tumbled onto each other and kind of pancaked, and then there was like freeways that smashed down, and it was a horrible thing.
Yeah, they stopped the A's game. Remember that? They stopped the World Series?
Yeah, and I lived in Seaside, in the Monterey Peninsula back then. Like I was like 5, and my mom was just picking me up from daycare or like after school, like wherever I was at.
Right.
And it was one of those things where like I was too young to be scared. Like I mean I was scared in general, but they're like stop, like they say stop, drop, and roll for.
Yeah, but you're not really thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you say stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire, or like when there's an earthquake, get on your desk. I just thought, oh, get under my desk, and like I got under everybody's running around like crazy because like even all the way down like 150 miles away, like we felt that shit hard.
Right.
Like everything was moving. Like
Yeah,
the power was blinking and stuff.
I mean, I was in Oakland at the time, and like it split our kitchen. So like the
Whoa.
wall in the kitchen, like it split. You could see a little bit outside.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember my mom was working in San Francisco, and like the Bay Bridge collapsed.
Yeah.
And then so we were like, looking at it on TV, like, oh shit, is mom okay and everything? And I think I don't know how she got back. I think maybe she took the San Mateo Bridge or something like that. But
yeah, a lot of people died. A lot of people were stranded. That took a long time to refix the infrastructure of the city.
right. I mean, but I never. Do you worry about that shit though? I don't. I don't.
Nah, I never worry about earthquakes because there's nothing you can do. Like a hurricane, you at least get some warning and you got to get the fuck out of the way.
Right.
But an earthquake, that's just going to happen from up under you. There's nothing you can do.
There's no way to predict it either.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was thinking about this. If the big one really hit and like blows up LA, like what's your escape plan?
Well, it first of all blows up LA. There is no escape plan. I'm like dead center of LA. Like
Right.
if anything happens in the epicenter of LA, I'm in the blast radius. So I will be instantly eviscerated and I have nothing to worry about. Now, if I do survive, I'm just gonna me and Milan have actually talked about this. We're just gonna get a bunch of water. Like we need to do that anyway. A bunch of water, a bunch of canned food, because like you seen the spot we're at. We're pretty much good for the zombie apocalypse.
Right.
Like we're just gonna put a bunch of padlocks around South Central and just wait it out.
Right. And see who's fool shit keep coming out. I was thinking I'd just get in my car, drive up to the Bay, man. I'd be like, fuck this. Rent must be cheap up here now.
Well, but here's the thing: how are you gonna get out?
How you gonna get out? Oh, that's a real problem. You got to get through.
Like LA's impossible to get out of when everything running smoothly.
Right. That's true.
So I'm not even gonna bother with. I
won't make it to Calabasas.
If I have to leave Los Angeles, I'd rather get like a motorcycle or a bike. I just pedal my way out of there because like you're better off than trying to use your car.
I might do the East Coast route. So take the 10, try to get out that way and then try to loop back up. But I mean, I would rather go back to the Bay, man. Just like look at all the collapsed buildings and be like I told you.
It's a prettier place to watch the apocalypse happen. I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm just gonna chill, like have a weapon, have some food.
Oh yeah, definitely have a weapon. Like I have my earthquake kit. I was thinking about.
If it gets down to it, Book of Eli shit's going down.
Oh yeah.
Like give me the machete and the shotgun and let's go.
Right, and a couple Bibles. Okay,
I'm gonna put some. I'm gonna tie barbed wire all around my car and just drive around.
Shotgun outside. So let me see. So what else you gonna put in the earthquake kit? Earthquake kit.
Earthquake kit.
So I mean, besides obviously weed.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes.
Some.
Matter of fact, something that's not a non-perishable form of weed, like like a vape pen or something.
Right. So a 6-pack of White Claw. I like White Claw.
What the hell is White Claw?
It's a seltzer. It's really nice.
Oh, okay. There you go. You just want to have you're just gonna be lit for the whole zombie apocalypse.
I'm not.
You gotta have drugs. You gotta have drugs.
I'm not a savage, dude. I need to have some. I'm not gonna have like some corn liquor. I mean,
I'm just saying food and you just gotta have food and water. Really.
Phone charge,
food, water, and a way to protect
bars,
yourself.
Flashlight,
gasoline. Try and raid. There's gas stations all over. Try and pump all that shit out.
Yep.
I think what we're thinking about right now is like it's hypothetical, but technically these are felonies. We should probably move on.
What? All right. Well, I mean, felonies that won't matter once an earthquake happens.
That's true.
But they're still actionable right now.
Apologize to everybody that's watching me bake right now. We got these 2 lights on me right now, and I'm just sweating like Trump in Tijuana. This is ridiculous. Is there any way we can get a fan real quick before I short out some of the equipment?
I'm sweating like Trump when Ivanka walks by. Oh, that's a fan right there.
Sweating like Mitch McConnell when someone says the word Democrat. Oh, thank you. That feels amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
It has been hotter. That's something else we should talk about. Global warming is not a hoax, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't believe me, walk outside. Shit.
No, well, I mean, and especially the reason we're having all these migrants coming up is because, like, they're running out of water. Like, in places like in Central America, like Honduras and places like that, where, like, the Mayans used to be, and all these people for, like, hundreds of years, or suddenly they can't grow any corn. And that's why, like, a lot of these guys are coming from, like, Central America. They're like, every year we grow corn to eat, and we save some extra to sell. They said the last couple of years, the corn is, like, 100% failure. Like, they can't grow anything. Right.
That's not good.
Yeah, people are just like starving, so they're coming up here. That's the whole problem, and that's a total climate change problem. So they're coming to LA, because we basically destroyed,
the ecosystem.
Yeah. So I mean, there's no hope. Next 20 years it'll all be gone. But in the meantime,
and we're rolling back everything that was set up for us to do better. Like we had carbon emissions, and all these different taxes on things, and we had different companies having to answer for their pollution. And hey, you can't dump that there. But no, now we can dump anything anywhere. It's crazy.
Yeah. So basically, if you're having kids right now, you're a delusional person.
Yeah. And and I hope they're healthy and wonderful and don't have any extra appendages. I hope if your kids have a mutation, it's like an X-Men type of thing that helps everybody. Like we need a new Wolverine. Seriously.
Right. And if you do have kids, I hope you remember our faces, so when they see us in the wilderness, they don't try to stab us and steal our water.
Hey, we like your podcast.
Our parents loved you.
Remember podcasts, guys, before the apes got smart and took over the world? I think that's it. I think we've covered every possible angle of everything this week.
Yeah, we hit pretty hard on the.
We didn't talk about R. Kelly because I don't think he deserves any breath. This is just
the receipts, though.
Yeah.
I mean, people wondering why is this different than any other arrest? The difference in the other arrests is the previous ones, first of all, were all done locally.
I just want another interview where he's crying, so we can get a few more fresh memes.
Y'all
killing me with this shit.
Right.
Fight for my life, man.
It's like, R, please sit down. R, no, we're not convinced. So the last couple of charges were state charges, and they needed witnesses. This time, it's receipts, dog. Receipts.
No, we've had receipts. We've had live video play-by-play for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah, but
20 fucking minutes, 20 fucking years. It's 20 minutes long.
Yeah, but there's plausible deniability in there. Is it really her? How old was she? And you can play around with that. I'm not saying it's
to quote Chappelle or Chris Rock. There's a damn Grammy in the fucking background.
Yeah, he had a Soul Train award. Yeah, he has a Soul Train award in the back. We know who he is, but the girl, they can funge around with that. This time, the receipts are the plane tickets with the girls' names on it. I'm flying from Palm Springs to my R. Kelly concert over here.
Time out. If I'm R. Kelly, I'm like, first of all, if I can't read, how the hell am I able to book these flights?
His assistant does.
In case dismissed.
And that's who dimed him out, because the feds were like...
Because he's broke now.
Yeah, and the feds were like, do you want to go to jail too?
She was like, nope.
Not for this nigga. No.
Yeah.
So
I really don't think there's that much that you need to talk about R. Kelly that hasn't already been said.
Nah. I mean, it is
what it is.
I think the last of the defenders really have to admit now that they got nothing left. There's nothing. I mean, so
you can still play his music. It's still the music is the music. The music is innocent. He's not. You can still step in the name of love. There ain't nothing wrong with that if you feel like you can't subtract the artist from the art. But at the same time, dude's a pedophile.
Yeah, I mean,
well known, long time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we
all looked past it for a while.
When we started this podcast, we were talking about that struggle of separating artists from art, right? Because you love Daisy Dukes, you like booty shorts, but you don't like the Confederacy.
Yeah, but you can still love a fat ass pressed very tightly into some shorts, man.
Come on, baby, kick them daisies.
Shout out to everybody that's at least 18 to 26 right now. That's the reason you're here. You were born in 94.
Oh, my God. And on that note,
thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back sometime around the same bad time, same bad station next week. We'd like to thank the Comedy Pop-Up for hosting our podcast, which we will be running on Wednesdays, one of these days. Sooner than later, we will let you know. And if that changes, we will let you know. Fight card subject to change. All restrictions do apply. Thank you to everyone that was paying attention to us. Shout out to my cousin, Big Cuzzo, Marnie Heem. I saw you on there. Various other people, good friends. Catalina, as always. Smokey Deese. Anybody else that tuned in? No, I'm not Hasim Rahman. Stop doing that to me. I'm not several of my black friends on Facebook. We need to fix this algorithm.
And I'm not Trenton Davis.
He's not Trenton Davis. I am Cory Robinson. This is Cory Showtime. Thank you.
I'm Kevin Munroe.
And this has been the podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Holla at your boy. Peace.